I'm Tyler.
I'm Shorty.
I'm Ava.
I'm Miles.
I'm Kara.
Yo, this is Reno.
Hello, I'm Brandy.
They call me Pride Slayer.
I'm Bon Manuel.
And we are the Internet.
Podcast you're about to listen to has crude language, violence, and other things you probably shouldn't let your children listen to. Please enjoy.
Drop what you're doing, swallow what you're chewing, because it ain't wet from sweat, and we ain't done yet. Welcome to the Internet Podcast, where we just want to touch your insides, people. And when I say touch your insides, it's exactly what you think. It's been a little while. I am your host, that one guy, Ty, the big, the bald, the beautiful, the brash, the bumbling, and the oftentimes bastardly MC Tyler Havlin, and I talk slow, and I walk slower.
2 claps and an enthusiastic woo. Woo!
I
gotta do that?
Yeah, you got to do that, man.
All right.
Sure.
It might be a little hard for you, not because like you're dumb or anything, but because there's a delay between the videos.
I think that was pretty good there.
All right.
He got the woo. He didn't clap. It was not crisp.
Oh, okay. We weren't that crisp. Like we were off.
This is true. It might be the headphones.
Might be the headphones.
We haven't wore headphones in a while.
Yeah, I told you I don't like these motherfuckers. They fuck me up.
All right, next up, here's the Lord that's never bored, the commander of the comic books. He's got a voice that'll make your panties moist. He's been pecking kitty and grabbing titty since 1991. He ain't got a shirt on, and that's just for you ladies. 2 claps and an enthusiastic woo for Lord Shorty Fresh in the flesh. Woo! It's a little behind, but it'll be all right.
Like I said, it's a little complicated doing remote just because there's a slight delay, but it ain't no big deal. We can power through.
Yeah. We got a special guest today. He is the original buttered tortilla. That's right. You throw a little sugar on him and he can be sweet. If you got pipes that need cleaned, he'll fucking clean them. 2 claps and enthusiastic woo for Eric Ortega.
Woo! Are you a plumber?
I am a plumber.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Podcast.
Yeah.
I need hot moms. I need their pipe cleaned. Send them my way. Don't tell.
Oh, I like it. I'm here for it.
Just don't tell the person he tagged in the comments. You know.
Too late?
Too late. She probably ain't even watching. It's okay.
Hey, she might be.
I don't know. If you're watching their sleeve smack, say hi. We'd love to say hello back. Or don't. I'm not trying to tell you
sleep
how to
smack.
live.
I don't know who you are, but sweet. Hell yeah.
Sweet. Not
Tits
telling
McGee.
You, Tits McGee. Not
Tits
trying
McGee.
to tell you how to live your life, just telling you how you should. All right. So Eric sent me a few questions today.
Okay.
And it prompted today's episode as a what if episode. Now, I doubt any of the what ifs I have are as juicy as the ones he has.
Now, real quick, I want to clarify, just because of my brain and where it goes, what if is the storylines in Marvel comic books that are just like out there?
We're asking what if questions.
Oh, okay. Not telling what if stories. Like, what if Abraham Lincoln was actually a vampire slayer?
Yeah.
Okay.
You mean he wasn't? I thought that was a documentary, bro.
Sorry. Hate to burst your bubble.
Eric, tell him to shut up.
I might have to get off the podcast just because I believe that one.
Sorry.
I know, right?
Did you know The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers is about 9/11?
Do we high five for that one, or
If you want, I'm here for
let's
it.
high five.
Yeah.
All right. Eric, we're going to let you ask your 2 first what ifs first.
Okay.
All right.
Are we starting with the first one or are we starting with the second one?
Hey, you know what? You do whichever one your little heart desires, because I'm ready to see Shorty squirm.
All right. I'll ask the question, but Shorty's got to answer first.
Okay.
All right, Shorty. So, hypothetically, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't already done this, I mean, I don't know. Okay. But hypothetically, you wanna try anal with your woman, right?
Okay.
Or a woman. Okay. She says, okay, that's fine, but it's got to go both ways.
No dice.
No dice. Really? Just that quick?
Yeah, no dice.
All right. I have to delve into it a little bit. Like, I mean, are we talking like strap on, a finger? Like, what has to enter my asshole for this to happen?
For let's go with the finger.
How many digits?
How many knuckles?
Yeah, that's what I mean. How many knuckles?
Digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knuckles. 1, 2, 3.
Well, we'd have to discuss digits as well because I don't want more than one in that motherfucker.
Okay, see, that's an easy number right there. You can just say, hey, 1 and done. That's it.
Prime number.
I'm only sticking one dick in you. You're only getting one finger.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's understandable. Okay, one digit, one finger.
Okay.
You can pick the finger. Okay. We'll go base of the finger.
All right.
Three knuckler. That's a three knuckler, dude.
All right. If I get to pick the finger, dude, this is an easy answer.
You doing pinky, three knuckler?
Pinky, you can go all the way to the base.
Three knuckler.
Base to tip. I don't give a fuck. I mean, it also depends on the lady. You know, how bad do I want to fucking put one in her dumper? You know what I'm saying? But like, if it's an average lady, I'm like, can you just use your tongue instead of your finger? Because tongue, I'm here for it every day. Like, you ain't even got to let me put it in your butt. You just lick my ass. You know what I'm saying? Just eat it. I don't care.
You're a weird guy, Ty.
Bro, I like my ass ate. There ain't nothing wrong with that. You eat ass, so I can't sheet.
I would say I have eaten. It's not that I like. It's not something I aim to do. If she asked me to, I'm like, are you showered? Like, you don't smell that clean. Go get a shower real quick. I'll fucking lick the clean balloon knot. But I ain't fucking. Yeah.
What about you, Eric?
I'm on the edge, man. I'm right there with you guys. It's gotta be a finger of my choice. But so here's the thing, right? The way my fiance makes it sound is it sounds like she wants to get the strap out, man. I'm like, not that we have a strap.
Hold on, this is something you're going through right now.
This is something that I've talked about, right? It's like, oh, let's try it, right? And then she hit me, okay, Uno reverse card, it's got to go both ways. And so I'm like,
oh, so she hit you with the what if?
I asked the question, and then she said, okay, that's fine, but
she gets to put it in your pooper. Okay.
And I said, all right, get the fuck away from me.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Have you discussed this with her further, and maybe said, hey, you want to go pinky deep? We're good.
We have not discussed that yet. We have not discussed it yet.
Because
he said fiance. That's not his wife yet. There's time to negotiate these things.
There is time. When's the wedding date?
Wedding date? We don't got a date. We have a time period. Sometime next year around fall. She likes fall, so.
Of course, that's the best time of year. So that would make the most sense to give up your life.
Yeah. To put my balls in a cup and just hand them over to her. Yeah.
I mean, it's your first marriage, man. I mean, you might learn by your second or third, but maybe not.
That's not the mentality you should be giving somebody, or the advice you should be giving somebody right off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you're about to get married. Don't worry, you'll nail it by your third one.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, hold on a second.
Practice makes perfect, man.
That's
my guy.
Not how it's supposed to go down.
All right, hit us with your next one.
So, all right. This one's a little crazy, man. All right. So, transgender women.
Okay.
Hot.
That means they were born as a man, though, right?
Born as a man.
Okay.
Pendulum. They got the pendulum. Okay.
They still got it?
Still got it.
Oh.
Okay. You're walking down the street, right? You're walking down the street. You're going to get a haircut, and you're like, man, that she is smoking. Okay, you go talk to her. Okay, she turns around and she hits you with the, oh, hello?
Oh, hi.
Yeah, hey there.
What do you,
with
with the bass in the voice?
Bass in the voice.
I mean, here's the thing, man. Bass creates movement, right? So I'd probably let it get soft in their mouth. You know, fuck it. Why not? I'll just feign ignorance. If they're that hot, fuck it.
I like the idea, and I like the predisposition that you have of me, where I would have the balls just to walk up and say, hey, honey, how you doing? That doesn't happen. I am a fucking closet.
Hypothetical.
If I had the balls to go up and I heard the bass, I'd be like, it would go from, hey, ma'am, or hey, honey, how you doing, to what's up, dog? It's a hard pass. It's a hard pass.
Hey, girl, to what's up, dog?
Yeah,
0 to 60.
That's the hard. Like it's a hard flip, dog.
All right, now let me flip this on its head for you, Eric.
Okay.
All right, so we already know that your old lady wants to turn the tables on you, right?
Right.
So what if one day she's like, and this is after you married, she's like, you know what? Like the reason I wanted to flip the tables on you is because I'm a man in a woman's body.
No dice.
But bro, I know she's not because we met in high school, but
Yeah, but a lot can change between high school and now.
a lot can change. And if she decided to transition, then hey man, by all means do it, but you do it over there.
Would y'all still be homies though?
We could be homies, I guess.
Homies. So you could tell your friends like, hey man, that guy's had my pee.
Yeah, me and Brad used to fuck, dude.
All the time.
He used to be Brandy, but now he's Bradley.
Right.
All right.
We could probably be friends. We could work something out.
Man, I feel like if it was true love, you would find a way, man.
Oh, I'm gonna find a way.
But see, like, you know, like, if I love somebody, true love, you know, as it is, and somebody's like, hey, the person I truly love is like, hey, you know what I want to do? I want to, sew my snatch and erect something. And I'd be like, well, I'm gonna wreck the fuck out. Like, that's how this is happening.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one, man.
But you still gotta be homies, man. I mean, y'all shared a bond. You know? Oh, hi, Rosemary in the chat. Love to see you here.
I don't have to be homies with anybody. I can't hear the new guy. Why can she not hear the new guy? He's coming through.
Yeah, he's coming through. It's okay. We're gonna keep it rolling though while he works on this, and we're gonna start off with go to my what.
Ashley, I love you too.
I don't know who that is. All right, here we go with my what ifs. They're much cleaner, which is really weird coming from me. But you know, I've been finding all my material on the fucking interweb lately. Eric, we're going to start with you while he's working on technical shit.
Go ahead.
All right.
If you could time travel, what year and why? Or we could just go to like a time period if you don't want to be too specific.
No, I think, and this is something that my fiance and I have talked about quite a bit, is if there was one era, one time period we could live in, I want to say it'd be the 70s, probably, just because it seemed like a lot of stuff was just better off.
Yeah, and
You know?
orgies weren't confined to the retirement homes back then either, so.
Right. And there was, there's just a lot. I mean, I'm a big fan of Fallout. I don't know if you guys played any Fallout before, but it's a lot of the stories take place prior, like back, when the world has already started over, and they got the dresses and the big yellow houses and the shiny blue cars and stuff like that. So probably if I could go back in time, I'm gonna have to say the 70s, and just because it's a lot more not nothing was as complicated. Everything wasn't as complicated as it is now.
Now, I watched the Fallout series on Amazon, and it looked more like an homage to the 60s than the 70s. I could be wrong.
Different games that really they're actually further ahead in time than we are.
Right.
They're hundreds of years further ahead of time, but since they're starting over, and having to work their way back up, radios, which we got radios still, but we got Spotify, we got all this other stuff. So radios,
Shout out Spotify.
Yeah, there you go. So all kinds of stuff, really. But it's probably a mix of the 60s, the 70s, the 50s, because you're going through that evolution again of everything, of time and technology and everything furthering itself for the fifth time, sixth time, however many times the it's been nuked, So it's a mix. It's a mix.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get Shorty. You want to answer this one, or are you still working tech over there?
I'd go back to
I already know where you're going back to.
April of 1938.
We don't need to know why.
New York City.
Oh, New York City. Maybe I do need to know why.
That was the first distribution of Batman issue 25.
Issue 25?
Or Detective Comics issue 25.
And that was
The first appearance of Batman.
Okay. I should have known
And
that.
if I could go back and come right back to now, I would 100% do that.
Easy
if
peasy.
you want me to live there, find whatever, I'm putting it in a lockbox.
Okay.
Do I have to stay there? Do I have to live there forever?
It doesn't say that.
Okay. Well, if I get to go back for fucking 10 minutes, that's all I need. Put me in downtown New York in April of 1938. Give me 30 minutes. I'll be back.
Are you making it worth your while? Are you grabbing copy number 1 for sure?
Yeah, that's
Detective Comics issue 25 is the very first appearance of Batman.
Okay.
So I'll grab it, and then if I wanted to, I'll wait 2 months, and then I'll buy issue 27, which is the first appearance of the Batmobile, which is also widely iconic. I'd have to stay there for 9 or 10 months to get the first appearance of Batman, Robin, the Batmobile, the Batcave, and the Joker. I'd have to stay there for about 10-ish months, but I could totally do it.
Okay. All right. Next question, Eric. I'm starting with you, man. What if you could eliminate one historical event and why?
One historical event, man. I'm not that old, so I don't know.
You're not that old. Yeah, but this is traveling back in time. You can't just go from your lifetime. What are you going back and changing? I mean, mine would be almost in my lifetime. I'm going back to Jason. See, I don't even remember his name, man.
What?
My arch nemesis. I forgot his name. That's awesome. Austin St. John. I'm going back to visit his grandparents and making sure they never procreate. The original Red Ranger, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, he always looks like a cat pissed right in his mouth. Always. I wonder if he has cats, man.
That's not how that is.
I don't know. All right, where are you going back to, Eric?
What's the backstory on the Red Ranger? Why is he?
There's no backstory. Tyler's just fucking stupid. That's what that is.
No, growing up, he was my favorite Power Ranger, Jason. He was the best. He was the leader. He was the dopest. Man, he was so cool, right? I never got to meet him, and then I go to my first Comic-Con, and he's there. I'm stoked. I'm going to get to meet him. And I start to walk up, and he looks like the most miserable human being on the face of fucking earth. And I'm like, you know what? He just ruined my childhood. And then this motherfucker has the audacity to make a video for me. Thank you, Shorty. Of what he said, I was just sitting on the couch eating bonbons. Fucking Austin St. John. Fuck him.
So he ruined your first Comic-Con, huh?
Yeah, ruined it, man. Horrible. I went home and cried, and then I used those tears to lube my masturbation session.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's there.
Hurt. Yeah, that one hurt.
It hurt. It hurt a lot, and I had to jerk off just to cheer up, and that didn't even work.
Stupid.
All right. Anyways, what are you going back and eliminating, Eric?
All right. So are we going actual historical events, or are we just going anything that happened in the past?
Well, I mean, if it happened in the past, that would constitute it as a historical event. So
Okay. So we're not talking about like major historical events.
It doesn't have to be major.
All right. I'm going back to the production of Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
You got Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going back to, I don't know what season it was. I don't know what episode it was, but when they killed Opie.
I
man,
knew it. I knew you were going to prevent Opie's death.
Those son of a bitches, man, let me tell you what. Okay. Because my mom got me into that show, right? And Opie was the man. Opie was my all-time favorite character. Okay. And when they put him in that cell with those three motherfuckers, I tell you what, it scarred me. It was like I was in the cell with him watching them beat up my friend.
Man. You know, that caused a lot of trauma in a lot of people's lives. The death of Opie.
Yeah. I almost quit watching it. But I powered through. Actual historical events, man, honestly, I don't know. Maybe the creation of the cell phone. I feel like that fucked up a lot of stuff, honestly.
It did, man. The creation of the cell phone changed a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, but then you guys wouldn't be able to do your Inner Idiot podcast, man. Or would you? Would it be a talk show? Would it be a radio talk show?
Be on the radio then.
Yeah.
We'd find a way.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I totally spaced out for the last like 3 or 4 minutes because I was working on this.
It's okay.
What was the question?
if you could go back and change one historical event, I don't know that I want you answering this one. But feel free.
Let's see.
He's going to hit us with the 40s.
No.
No? Not today?
No, I'd go back to the 40s, but not for what you would think.
Okay, what are you going back for?
I would go to I would somehow arise to political power and make sure that we could not instill. Actually, I'd have to go back to the 40s. It'd probably be the 20s or early teens, because I would make sure they would not instill the federal income tax the way they did. Mm-hmm. That way, directly after the war, it would go away properly.
Okay.
Because that was the intention of the income tax.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the whole reason we got the income tax was to help fund World War I. I believe it was World War I. I might be wrong.
This is why you're the answer grape.
Are you saying answer grape?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means a grape with all the answers. Just embrace it. Okay?
I am the grape of wrath, goddammit.
With answers.
No.
You're the grape of wrath and answers.
No, I'd go back and fix that shit. Fix all that.
Yeah, when he says wrath, he means the wrath of all of his answers will be unleashed.
I like where Eric's head's at on this one.
No, that's not what I mean.
I think that's what you mean.
I mean my pure embodied rage.
I think that's it. Dude, the only thing raging on you is your nipples, bro.
I'd also go back in time and make sure that fucking nobody would never mind, I'm gonna be good.
Yeah.
I'll be good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Never mind. Yeah. You're welcome, Ty.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you. And with that, we're going to take a break, a little pause for the calls to pay the light bills. We will be right back. And we're back in your ear holes, coming in hot. We're gonna keep up with the what ifs. Shorty, you were a little absent at the end of the segment once, so we're gonna ask you the first question.
Okay.
What if you could only listen to one artist for the rest of your life? Who would you pick and why?
Oh God. Wow, what a fucking complicated question.
Right? But you gotta pick one, man. And just one.
I feel like the safe answer for me would be Weird Al, because of the scope of his library. Because he has, I think, 9 albums.
And you're going to hit every genre.
Yeah, you'll hit every genre. You'll really enjoy it. And you can still stay somewhat topical.
Yeah.
But like, I don't like listening to Weird Al all the time.
Yeah, but you only got one choice. I think it's a good pick.
Yeah, it's going to be Weird Al.
All right, Eric, what about you?
Man, that's a hard one because I don't know. I was around all shapes and sizes and colors of people, so I listen to all kinds of music. So it'd be really hard to pick one. You're talking music, right? That's what you said, artists?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that'd be a hard one. I mainly listen to country. I do blue collar work, so I'm listening to country music. Not many people are fans of it.
I like country.
If I had to pick one person right now, not many people know about him for country. It's actually a form of country. But his name is Gavin Adcock.
Never heard of him.
He's a pretty good artist, man. I like him. I listen to him a lot at work. But I mean, that's who I'd probably go with right now.
All right.
Who you listening to, Ty?
It was a toss-up between Tupac and Justin Bieber, man.
Oh, okay. That's a good one, minus the Justin Bieber.
Hey, don't hate on the Biebs, bro. Look, I was playing this game the other day, right? And with our good buddy Funny, and he was listening to Biggie. Yeah. I was like, nah, man, I don't like Biggie.
Why?
I don't like, cause man, I'm a Pac fan to the very core.
So is this one of those like similar to sports things where like you're either one but you're one but you can't be the other?
For me, yes.
Okay.
And
So, like, you're either Tupac or you're Biggie. You cannot be both?
Cannot be both.
Okay.
Doesn't work that way.
Just making sure. All right. All right.
But we're gonna preserve my gangster here and say Tupac just because I don't want to say that I would listen to Justin Bieber exclusively.
Right.
I think that's the best course of action.
You'd lose a lot of points if you said I want to listen to nothing but Bieber for the rest of my life.
Bro, but I couldn't tell you a bad song by Justin Bieber. I couldn't do it.
I couldn't tell you a good one.
No.
But then again, in my defense, I couldn't tell you a good or bad Pac song.
They're all good.
I couldn't tell you that because I don't know any.
All right. What's your favorite Pac song, Eric?
Once again, that's not. I was too young at the time to be listening.
Okay. All right.
Just now discovering him. But it's what is it? Dear Mama? Is that what it's called?
All right. Have you listened to All Eyes on Me cover to cover? Like song one from this. All right. Listen to the whole All Eyes on Me double collection. Listen to that and then tell me.
Okay. I'll do my homework because I go to the gym, so I can use some Tupac.
It is the greatest album ever made, in my opinion. But what's your favorite Bieber song? No? You ain't gonna admit to liking any Bieber, huh?
Hold on a second. Is there actually one and you're not willing to say it on a public?
Hey, I have zero shame.
Okay.
I can't stand him. I can't.
Oh, okay. All right.
A song might pop up on the radio and I'll jokingly sing along, and then next thing you know, I'm changing the station. But no, if I had to listen to Justin Bieber for the rest of my life, I would go
It'd be
back.
a short life.
Where Shorty was talking about before he cut the podcast.
All right, well, if you're in the car with me and you change Bieber, I'm biting a finger off.
That's one less knuckle.
That is one less
knuckle.
Hey, honey, you can use this finger now. All right. If you could only watch, we're going to start with Eric on this one. If you could only watch one movie for the rest of your life, what movie would you watch and why?
Can it be a franchise?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll say yes.
We're good. I got this.
One movie for the rest of your life.
You can make it a franchise if you want.
Okay. Skip me, go to Shorty. Let me think on it for a minute.
Okay, Shorty.
This is going to surprise a lot of people, but I'd watch the Marvel
collection.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got a lot of options.
It's a series. Yeah, it's a series. It's a cinematic universe.
Is there a reason why?
There's enough diversity in it as far as like genres. There's love, romance, fucking action packed, whatever, horror. Not really horror.
This one does surprise me.
That if I had to, it would either be that or Lord of the Rings. But even then, I don't rewatch Lord of the Rings a lot.
Okay.
And I wouldn't want to watch my favorite movie for the rest of my life. Like, it's already ingrained in my brain. I love that movie. But it's...
What movie is it?
The Crow.
Oh, yeah. I should have known that.
Yeah. If I had to watch that movie over and over... if every time I turned on the TV and that's the only thing I could watch, there would be a point in time in which I would hate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. All right, Eric, you got your answer?
I think so, and it's a little bit of a newer movie. I want to say it's got Denzel Washington. Equalizer 3, I'm not going to lie, is probably one of the most badass movies I've watched in a very long time.
I don't know if I've seen it.
Into it.
I've not seen 3, I've not seen 2, but 1 was damn good.
Yeah, and usually the first one, that's the best one. But I watch that, or if it's a whole franchise, John Wick. I fucking love me some John Wick, man.
The Wick franchise is very good. But I feel like the Wick franchise, your adrenaline's always going to be going.
Oh, for sure.
It's nonstop, all the time.
Oh, yeah. Man, I gotta pick Saul.
Oh, man.
I love those movies.
Oh. I can't do it. I can't do the torture.
Oh, man, it's so great.
I can do the torture, but after a while, don't you think the torture gets kind of corny? No?
Watching people die in sadistic ways.
I close my eyes.
I'm one, dude, that's it. I changed my answer to a previous question. If I could go back in time and change one thing, I would change the laws on public executions. I would make it a staple. Every county, every city gets a fucking guillotine.
I mean, guillotine is a very humane way to go.
No, it isn't.
Sure it is.
They weren't even successful most of the time.
Oh, okay.
They'd get most of the way through, and you just left.
Well, but think about modern technology though. They'd probably upgrade the guillotine a little bit. You think it would just be straight up?
I want a slab of steel that's slightly sharpened, dropping from 10 foot across
Rusty as
somebody's
fuck.
fucking neck.
Jesus.
And I want it to be like, up, we're killing this guy. Everybody gets an hour off of work. They show up. They have to watch it. And then everybody goes back their lives. That way you know why they're getting punished.
All right.
You know, I think the crime rate would go down a lot.
Oh, fuck yeah, for sure.
Like, oh, that's what's going to happen to me if I fucking do that shit? Peace out. No
Yep.
dice.
All right, next question. I'm going to leave it open. Whoever wants to answer it first, answer it first. What if you had a room with 5 fictional characters? Who would they be and why? 5 fictional characters.
5 fictional characters, huh?
Yep. Not 4, not 6, 5.
5 fictional characters. Man, what a complicated... see...
That's a long question.
Do I? But yeah, see, this is where my brain goes. Do I look for sheer entertainment? Am I looking to learn? You know, better myself. You know, these are these are the things I want to know.
They're your roomies.
I might be able to hit all of them. I would want so Uncle Iroh.
Okay.
I want him there because that motherfucker makes a bomb ass cup of tea from what I hear. You know, and I like me some tea.
Gross.
Fuck you. Just nip that in the ass. Let's see. Fuck, dude. I don't know.
So Uncle Iroh's the only one that pops in your head?
I want Shikamaru from Naruto, because then I could play chess and he could teach me how to play fucking shogi or whatever the fuck that game is.
Okay.
I like that. He played board games with me and I'm here for it. Fuck. Jessica Rabbit. Duh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Call me Roger.
Roger that.
Yeah. That's 3.
Yeah. Who else you got? You got any yet, Eric?
I got a couple. If we're talking fictional characters.
Yep.
Richie Rich, because that motherfucker pay the rent.
Okay. He was on my list.
Was he?
Yeah, he
Hell
really
yeah.
was.
I'm glad our brains are in the same spot. And then,
You got one left, man.
I'm thinking, goddamn, hold on a second.
Jeez Louise, man.
Fuck, dude, this is complicated. You didn't give me no time. I didn't get to write nothing down. I had to fucking come up with this shit on the spot.
You ain't got nobody funny in your house.
Huh?
You ain't got nobody funny in your house.
You don't think me and Ira sit around and have a good laugh?
Yeah, but
Exactly right.
I mean, you
And
need
Richie
somebody.
Rich, I imagine he's funny just because he doesn't mean to be.
You need somebody to bring the dumb.
Huh?
You need somebody to bring the dumb.
I'm there.
Okay.
I am hilarious. And I don't mean to be half the time. You know this. Fuck, I don't know number 5.
All right, Eric, you're up. Who you got?
All right, man. So just because I think Shorty started off with entertainment, or he said, maybe said the word entertainment. But if we're going entertainment purposes, I'm probably, and I don't know if you would consider this a fictional character, but if you use the characters in the movies that he plays, maybe Adam Sandler. Okay, funny guy. I think so. Adam Sandler or Will.
No, are you okay? Are you having a seizure?
Give me fucking Adam Sandler from Little Nicky.
Okay.
That's the one I want.
So you could have just said Little Nicky.
Give me fucking Little Nicky, dude.
Yep.
That's the one. That's the Adam Sandler I would choose.
Yep. Adam Sandler from Little Nicky. We'll go with
Get
that.
Flask.
All right. You gotta have some cooter cat somewhere in there. You have to, right?
Some cooter cat?
This is a judgment-free zone, right?
Yeah.
All right, Mrs.
I mean,
Incredible.
who?
Miss Incredible. She got all the cake.
She do got that fucking booty. And she
Right.
stretches.
Yep.
And she can. This is the big thing. A lot of people don't realize it. Like, oh, that bitch can stretch. Yeah, but she also contracts. She can get small if she wants. She can get, how you say, tight.
Right.
There we go. So Mrs. Incredible.
Hell yeah. I'm here for it. Dexter's
Now,
mom.
Now, when shit goes south with the government and all that stuff, I'm bringing one motherfucker with me. All right, and that's Kratos from God of War.
It's a good,
Okay.
a good way to
Kratos.
be.
God of
You could room with Kratos. Like, I feel like he'd be a grumpy motherfucker half the time.
That's all right. That's all right. It's for the greater good, I would assume.
Okay.
And he don't bullshit. He don't beat around the bush. You know, he's straight up to the point.
Shit, I beat around the bush with Miss Incredible.
Yeah, oh,
Beat in the bush, beat around it.
does she have a bush?
I don't know. I hope not. I mean, I'm not a big fan of bushes, but if she does, I'm in it to win it at this point.
Okay. All right. Just to carry off one of the questions earlier, we'll bring Opie. We'll bring Opie in there with us.
You need a ride or die, dude.
And
You know what I mean?
he'll always have your back, man.
Yeah, we'll go Opie. What is that, 4? We got Miss Incredible, Kratos, Opie, Adam Sandler from Little Nicky. What else does a man need? What else does a man need?
You need somebody that can cook, bro.
R2-D2.
R2-D2, okay.
He can do it all.
All right, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm here for it.
Who
All
are
right.
you taking?
I'm taking Richie Rich. I told you he was on my list.
Yeah, Richie Rich.
He was on my list. Next fictional character I want is any character that Selma Hayek's played.
Oh, that's such a good answer. Fuck.
And this is a dual reason. One, Shorty would come over to my house more, and 2, it's Selma fucking Hayek. It doesn't matter.
Oh, I didn't think about that one.
Dude.
How does Stanley but not Selma Hayek?
Yeah.
Now
I want to
to
be fucking what's his name during the fucking movie where she sticks her fucking foot in his mouth. I want to be him, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's the first time in my life I ever
He
looked at
wrote himself into that part.
I know.
That's magnificent. Have you ever seen From Dusk Till Dawn?
That's it. That's the movie.
I don't think I have.
Quentin Tarantino directed, produced it, wrote it, whatever. He wrote a part into the movie just so Selma Hayek would put her foot in his mouth. Genius.
Can you blame him?
No.
No.
All right, so I got Richie Rich. I got Selma Hayek. I'm going to, this is kind of a cheesy answer. He's not one of my favorite heroes or anything, but I need that kind of vibe in my life. I'm bringing Deadpool into the house. I'm rooming with Deadpool. Yeah, it's happening.
Is this Deadpool with baby hands, or is this Deadpool with...
Joke's on you. He can grow those whenever he wants.
Yeah.
Just give it 10 minutes.
Plus, that knocks out a couple different things. That knocks out some humor, and that knocks out the need for fucking Kratos. All right?
Yeah.
Next up, I'm bringing... All right, I got to think of a fictional one. I need a cook. Man, I need somebody that can really throw down in the kitchen. So, we're talking Bear from The Bear on FX. I've never watched it, but
No,
dude can
fuck
cook.
that guy.
He can cook, man. And he's not very attractive, so I ain't got to worry about Selma Hayek being on his junk. All right? It's more attention for me. All right? Was that number 4? That was number 4. Number 5, I'm bringing the original Red Ranger before it was ruined for me. And if the man ever looks like he fucking hates life, I'm locking him in the basement and taking away his morpher. Just taking it away. He ain't gonna be able to get out that motherfucker. Stuck.
I'm over you already.
You're always over me. But guess what? Here I am. Yeah.
Who agreed to this mess?
All right. Next question. We're not doing kid-friendly questions. All right.
Now, turn the podcast off.
What if you found out a loved one committed a terrible crime? What would you do? Either one of you. I don't care.
Who's the loved one?
Let's say, because I know about your hierarchy of affection towards your family,
Okay.
it was your mother.
She committed a terrible crime?
Yeah.
Brag about it.
Brag about it. Dude, I'd brag about it if your mother committed a terrible crime.
I'd like to know which crime. Mom, come on, seriously. How could you? And you judge me for this? Really? You don't like my tattoos, but you perform these heinous acts? How dare you?
Hold on. Let's flip this one on its head a little bit, because I am a loved one. What if I committed a terrible crime?
What's a terrible crime?
I don't know. What if I killed somebody? I didn't have a good reason. They were just an average person. Like, they didn't do nothing to me, nothing
The
to
sad part is, in all seriousness, I'd be like, that's fucked up, Ty, and I would let it go.
I like your answer.
You're welcome.
I like that you would hold me morally responsible,
Yeah.
but not legally responsible.
No. I'd never. I wouldn't sell you out. I ain't no snitch.
All right, good shit. Good to know. All right, Eric.
I'm gonna.
If your pagan ass fiance committed a terrible crime,
Again, seriously, it all depends on the crime. Like, I mean, if you kill somebody, cool beans, whatever. If you fucking hard R somebody,
yeah, you can't stand
no,
for that. No.
I'm not here
Yeah,
for it.
it really does depend on the crime.
Yeah.
I mean, severity of the crime, but let's just say for
No women or children are hurt in any of this.
Okay, cool beans.
yeah, we're going with murder. We're just gonna go with murder. We're not gonna bring babies into it. None of that crazy stuff. No race. None of that. None of that crazy stuff. We're just gonna go with just cold-blooded murder. Okay. And just say it was I don't know, random person out there, right? Just because of the way that I was raised and the way that my family is, there's not really any bad blood in my family. We were always taught like family is everything. And a lot of people weren't raised like that. I hear about family drama and so-and-so said this and so-and-so said that. And that's just not how my family was. So if it was just outright murder and I would keep him out of jail. I would have to.
My
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
I agree with you on the sentiment because
If you commit, I'm calling the cops.
fair enough.
Fair enough. All right, one last one, and I don't want to know why. We're going to leave the people wondering. Shorty, if you could have one unlimited supply of something in this world, what would it be?
Comic books.
Comic books. That's not even juicy. All right, Eric, if you can have one unlimited supply of anything in this
Covers a lot
world,
of different things.
what would it be?
Time.
Man, that I can't compete with that. I can't.
What are you taking?
I don't
Where
know.
was your head at?
That just fucked me all up, man. That fucked me all up. Because I was going to say bunny rabbits.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. That's all we got for today. You have an assignment. I'm going to say that's all we got for today. And you're going to say in the meantime. Can you handle that?
Sure.
That's all we got for today.
In the meantime.
In the betweens time.
Remember, be good or be good at it. Cue the music. We out.